It's estimated that over 1 billion people worldwide suffer from some kind of allergy, and the number is on the increase. Symptoms occur when the body's immune system reacts to something in the environment, often a common natural substance like grass or pollen or dust mite. And in some situations, some cases, that allergic reaction can be so severe it can be life-threatening. But now, after decades of research, Danish scientists believe that a cure might be in place. I'm Dr. Elizabeth Healy in Denmark and the US to find out if the fight to combat allergy may one day soon be won.
I'm heading to the Copenhagen University Hospital to meet someone who's suffered from allergies since she was a toddler. Most people don't like needles, but to 12-year-old Freya Bolling-Jensen, they become part of everyday life. Today, Freya is having her weekly vaccine for birch tree, an injection commonly used to treat this severe allergy.
What happens when you do get an allergic reaction? What happens to you?
Jeg får for det meste meget udslæt. For eksempel her sidste år, der var rekord på birkepollen. Der var det, at jeg havde udslæt over hele mit ansigt, så jeg næsten ikke kunne mærke noget som helst. Jeg kunne ikke bevæge min mund. Jeg har peanutsallergi, det er faktisk noget af det værste. Her var det ikke sidste år, der var det, at jeg blev indlagt på hospitalet, fordi jeg ikke kunne få vejret. Der var også en del problemer, så jeg var faktisk tæt på ikke at kunne klare det.
We had to phone for an ambulance, and when we had the 911 in the telephone, we could see that there wasn't any time, and we had to use an EpiPen because she couldn't breathe.
So she was struggling to breathe?
Yes, very much, and it was terrible episodes.
Very frightening.
Yes, very, very frightening.
Like many other severe allergy sufferers, Freya is treated with a combination of medicines. Her weekly birch vaccine injects small amounts of the allergen into her arm. Given over a 5-year period, this will train her immune system to tolerate the birch allergen. This technique is called immunotherapy. Antihistamines and corticosteroids are also used to keep her allergy and asthma at bay. But this treatment comes at a cost. It makes her feel tired and can mask severe allergic reactions, giving her less time to act in life-threatening situations.
0,1 ml af den, der hedder 100.000, ikke? Som er den højeste.
But better times could be ahead for allergy sufferers like Freya. A new generation of immunotherapy is being rolled out, offering an alternative to the time-consuming weekly vaccine injections. Anton Bilder Sindelson suffered from severe allergy to grass pollen. Today, he spends most of his spare time on a golf course, and his treatment was needle-free.
If we were never a couple of years ago, I wouldn't have imagined that we were standing here right now. It wouldn't have been possible for us to stay outside in the grass fields for so long time.
But that's because of this new tablet that's being developed that is looking at the cause of this particular allergy that you have.
Yeah, we've been taking this tablet for 3 years now, and now we are standing here.
So for you, this is
a miracle. We couldn't have imagined being together here.
Okay.
So the first one here, that's Anton when he was around 2 years old. And as you can see, his eyes were really, really swollen.
Yes.
It was really, really tough.
That's very pronounced, actually, isn't it?
Really, really, it was terrible. And actually, when I see these pictures now, I feel like crying because it was so hard as a mother to see this.
And now?
That's from now on. Yeah, now he spends most of the time outside.
This is how Anton's grass tablets work. The tablets are taken once a day under the tongue for 3 years and contain a cocktail of Timothy grass protein, fish gelatin, and mannitol. As the tablet dissolves, the allergen passes across the membranes in the mouth and interacts with special immune cells called dendritic cells, which then interact with other immune cells called T cells. As the body becomes familiar with the allergen, its reaction decreases. Most patients see results after a few months, and in many cases, their allergy is cured. Similar treatments for other allergies are also in the pipeline. At ALK Albello in Copenhagen, they've developed a tablet for the world's most widespread allergy, dust mite allergy.
This is one of the many labs we have here on site where we are developing medicines for the future. I have here in front of me our latest product, which is a tablet against house dust mite allergy.
While the allergy tablet might cause a slight itch to start with, the allergen is more likely to be tolerated when given orally. This is because the mouth is regularly exposed to a wide range of bacteria.
When you eat a beefsteak or whatever, you're exposed to massive amounts of foreign proteins or foreign stuff. And it would be very, very bad for your body if the immune system decided to react against all these foreign substances. So the gastrointestinal tract has a sort of default reaction that is tolerance, and we're exploiting that.
Oh, well, I know exactly where we are now.
Yes, this is the mite lab.
They've developed the new dust mite tablet using proteins collected from real mites and their feces.
We have examined the DNA from mites in China and from mites in Denmark, and it is almost completely the same. And we have seen on the patient's reaction, and they react to exactly the same allergens in China as in Europe, as in US. So they are worldwide.
From laboratories and mite processing in Copenhagen to pollen and mite farms in the US, we are now going to Idaho, where researchers and agricultural specialists are working alongside scientists to make the new tablets and experiment with new cures for other allergies.
Tim, hi, Elizabeth. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Goodness, this is incredible.
Yeah.
Another time of year, this would be covered in grass because this is where you actually grow the crop
Exactly.
to harvest the protein.
Yes, we have a lot of different crops out here, but a lot of grasses and a lot of weeds. What other people call weeds, we call crops and products that people are allergic to.
Unlike most other medicines, the production process starts in nature. This farm harvests over 5 megatons of pollen every year. But it's not only pollen being processed here. In sterile conditions at the Idaho labs, venom sacs are dissected from stinging insects, such as these bald-faced hornets. The venom is then used in immunotherapy vaccines for people suffering from allergies to stings. It's also at this facility dust mites are bred, fed, and nurtured.
Those are mites that you're seeing. Those are mite bodies. Yeah, there's a lot of mites there. More than you would see in your mattress, I would think.
I hope so.
I hope so, yeah.
You're actually using real mites to prevent an allergy of the mite. And you're actually using natural, common substance in the environment to cure something or to try and treat something.
Yeah, it's actually amazing.
The mite production starts at the feeding stage.
So we're just step right to this line for a second.
I can smell it. It smells quite yeasty in here. It smells like a brewery.
Yeah, a little fishy kind of. Yeah.
The mites are kept in growth chambers and monitored 24/7.
These are actually where there's mites in there in their own little houses. Each, there's a container. Again, some of that's proprietary, so we can't open those up. But they have their special conditions contained within these environments that are optimal for the mites. And then they have lots of different controls, so we can monitor sitting at home in your living room.
The work in Idaho and Denmark has been life-changing for people like Anton and his family. Hopefully, more allergies will be treatable with just a pill. And one day in the future, they may be preventable altogether.